Down with this sort of thing. Careful now.
What is up everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be covering some players I think you should consider if you're looking to make some transfers before Game Week 21. The deadline for Game Week 21 is this Saturday at 11:30, so we have a bit more time than normal to ponder any possible moves. Due to Game Week 20 being a double game week, I'm recording this video with City and Spurs yet to face off, as well as United and Palace. Hopefully none of the information I discussed during this video will be affected by these matches. Also, if you do find the video helpful, please do drop it a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down in the comments what moves you're planning to make for Game Week 21. And without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with my number one pick for this week, we have Brighton's Mitoma, who's been consistently performing in recent weeks. At just 4.9 million, Mitoma provides a perfect entrance point into a Brighton attack which has looked extremely clinical recently. Mitoma himself has an expected goals and assists of 0.49 and was returned in his last 3 fixtures, which includes 2 goals and an assist. Mitoma also looks to be an increasingly appealing option due to the current Trossard situation, which has seen him banished from the squad by head coach De Zerbi. Should Trossard not earn his place back, Mitoma will have a spot in the Brighton team nailed and is unlikely to be a minutes risk anytime soon. However, it is important to note that Mitoma is not on any set pieces, and this therefore slightly hinders his chance of returns. Nevertheless, Mitoma has caught the eye of many FPL managers and is a perfect replacement for those who own Fulham's Andreas, as Brighton's next 3 fixtures are incredibly appealing. Moving on to my second player for Game Week 21, we have Martin Ødegaard. As I said in a previous video, Ødegaard is currently the best Arsenal asset and is a must-own ahead of Arsenal's double game week in 23. However, he has made the Game Week 21 players list, as I believe those who do not currently own him should try and get him in as soon as possible due to his incredible form and Arsenal's good fixtures. Ødegaard is currently first in the Arsenal squad for goals per 90, goals and assists, big chances created and expected assists. It would be safe to say he's in pretty decent form at the minute. Even though Ødegaard plays deeper than Martinelli and Saka, this has not stopped him becoming Arsenal's top scorer so far this season. In my opinion, Ødegaard is just as essential as Haaland is for your FPL team. The third player who I believe could be a good differential pick for the next few game weeks is Newcastle's Isak. Having owned Isak before his injury, he is yet again tempting me. Having only just returned from injury, Isak came on against Fulham for 19 minutes and managed to score. Whilst his stat is not that impressive due to him being out through injury, Isak has been clinical when given the chance to score. One of the most obvious reasons why players may stay away from Isak is due to the competition for the striker spot with Callum Wilson. Wilson has been in terrific form this season, and it is unlikely Howe will demote him in order to promote Isak. However, one of the main issues with Wilson is the inconsistency of his minutes due to his constant injuries and illness. In Newcastle's last 6 games, Wilson has only played 242 minutes, which is less than half of the minutes you would expect him to get. If Isak continues to take his chance, then we could see Wilson start to lose minutes to Isak, which would therefore make him more appealing. Another issue which would put FPL managers off going for Isak, including myself, is that we are already tripled up with Newcastle assets. Newcastle assets have become some of the most valuable assets this season, so making way for one of them in order to bring in someone like Isak may be a move a lot of players don't want to make. However, if you're looking for a good differential who's playing in a strong team, then Isak could be the perfect option. The fourth player who I believe is a good option for Game Week 21 and future game weeks is another Brighton player, Solly March. At 5.1 million, March is 0.2 million more than Mitoma, but he may be worth it when we take into consideration his status so far this season. With an impressive 6, March is second in the Brighton squad for big chances created. He is also second for expected assists and third for expected goals. One of the biggest issues with March is that he is also top for biggest chances missed, with a worrying 6 chances missed so far this season. However, this stat could also tempt managers even more if we look at it a different way. Even though March is top for big chances missed, this also shows that he is getting into those opportunities us FPL managers would want him to. If he gets into a good run of form, then he could become a great midfield option with some appealing upcoming fixtures. The decision between March and Mitoma is bound to be one which will plague FPL managers if they end up on the wrong side of the decision. However, I believe either option is a great option. The final player which we will cover in this week's transfer tips video is another Newcastle player, Nick Pope. With an impressive 11 clean sheets, Newcastle are currently the team with the most clean sheets this season. The likes of Trippier and Botman alongside Nick Pope have been vital to Newcastle's defensive stability. Whilst Newcastle are in incredible form, a lot of their success is due to how strong their defence has been throughout the season. Before the World Cup, Pope was one of the highest owned goalkeepers. However, the return to FPL saw a lot of managers get rid of Pope in order to have Kepa instead. Whilst this may have seemed like the correct move at the time, Newcastle's defensive form has continued, and Pope is now back on the wanted list with 26,000 managers already transferring him in. With good upcoming fixtures and a stable defensive line, Nick Pope is a must-own if you have a free Newcastle slot available. With Almiron blanking in his last 3 games, then the opportunity to double or triple up on the Newcastle defence may be available. That's going to do it for this week's Game Week 21 transfer tips video. If you did find the video helpful, please make sure to drop it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below what transfers you're making for Game Week 21. There's also a possibility that a double Game Week 22 for Man United gets announced this week, so make sure to follow me on Twitter at fplfatherted to stay up to date with the latest news. Thanks for watching and good luck this Game Week.
Shut me out.